Brianna Taylor's settlement is amongst the largest payouts linked to a police shooting. Obviously, we read that. The $12 million settlement with Brianna Taylor's family is a historic move for Louisville, Kentucky, but across America, it's the latest financial repercussion in a police misconduct case more than 6 months after Taylor was killed inside her apartment as police officers executed a no-knock search warrant. The city is poised to pay its highest ever settlement, a city spokeswoman told CNN. Thoughts?
Well, that's a lot of money for a city in times like this. Are there insurance policies for cities, or is this out of their general fund generally? I think it's out of their general fund. I don't think there's any insurance policy for actions like this. That's a lot of money.
I think they're going to have an insurance policy, but they're going to take it regardless.
Okay, so $12 million to her family, to her mother. But the other thing that was attached to this is that they have to have some reforms in the police department, especially on the no-knock search warrants. So it's going to bring some definite change there. I mean, let's just say this. There would have been a lot of unrest if this hadn't have been a favorable settlement like this. I mean, a lot of people were watching that. It seems like it's calmed down a little bit in Louisville. So I think it was acceptable.
I mean, just picture this. You're sitting at home, just middle of the night. You're in bed. You're with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Boom! Someone busts in your door. Plain clothes, busts in your door. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you mean, what do I do?
What do you do?
Jump on. So who's there? Who goes there? I'm going to protect
options?
my girl. I'm going to protect
Exactly.
her. Yeah.
So her boyfriend, what did he do? Boom, he gets his gun. He had a legal gun.
Yeah.
One shot. Like, who the hell just came into my house? This is the story. Plainclothes police officers, no knock warrant, bust in the door. They get fired at. Boom, they start blasting. They hit Brianna Taylor 8 to 10 times in the stomach. She doesn't have a gun. She didn't have a shot. She was an EMT becoming a nurse. Sitting in bed, gets blasted for no reason. Boyfriend gets arrested. It basically turns out, no, he had a legal right to carry a firearm. Someone busts in your house. Of course you shoot. He walks off. He's good. So now he's out. Cops are not arrested. They're still no big deal there. Now this innocent woman is just full on dead, never to be seen again because the cops fucked up. And by the way, why did they go in the house? Because they thought it was a drug house. They found no drugs in the house whatsoever. Now you have a whole movement called Say Her Name. Say Her Name. You talk about a complete F up by the police here. I mean, this is case example number one. Why, not to get all BLM, black political, why black people are like, what the fuck is this? This is ridiculous. So thank God that at least the city of Kentucky, or what is this? Louisville has stepped up. But I guarantee you, if you ask Brianna Taylor's family, do you want $12 million or your daughter back? They'll take their daughter. But, the bigger question here is these cops who I think we would all agree messed up here. No? I mean,
yeah.
Okay. Should they be arrested? That's the question. Or at least be held accountable.
There's more to the story than what you're saying here, okay? There's more to and I'm not going to go into the whole her background, EMT, was she about to become one? Was she getting fired? What she had, drugs? I'm not going to go into that part because there's a lot of speculations on both sides. What I am going to say is I'm glad this is happening, meaning I am glad they're paying $12 million. Mm-hmm. I'm glad there is pain. I am glad someone is getting punished for this. Why? Because everybody else is going to see that and see that as a standard. Meaning, when you're selling a house, your house, you want to sell it for $1 million. The house next door sells for 1.2. Guess what? You can ask for 1.2. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you think about training your cops on how they break into a house, and you don't train them properly, all you're going to say is, guys, leadership meeting, we have to spend a little bit more time training our guys because we cannot afford $12 million. Yeah. We just cannot. This is a form of defunding the police, by the way. This is a form of the budget gets smaller, by the way. This is a form of hiring freeze. We're not hiring people.
Right?
Exactly, organically. And I actually like it, and I think it sets a precedence to get some people out there that are a little bit sloppy with their gun and the trigger.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think that needs to happen, and I think it's a very, very good example that's being made. These are the kind of things I like to see. I like to see somebody getting punished for doing something that you cross the line. You shouldn't have done that because it gets a lot of other people to be having second thoughts about doing things. And at the same time, I also hope the person who went and shot the two deputy sheriffs, the one that shot in Compton, I hope he also gets caught, because the
course.
reward right now is what, $150,000, $175,000. I hope he also gets caught, and I hope he also gets a severe punishment for others to know that you don't go and shoot cops that are sitting there just doing their own thing. You just shoot them up. As long as that example is being made on both sides,
Yes.
on both sides, people say, you know
course.
what, I'm not going to go shoot a cop. And you know what, next time we break into a house, let's kind of follow protocol, because one, I could get fired, two, $12 million, all of that's going to be taking place.
Justice.
Justice was served, and unfortunately, you can't do anything to bring the life back, because I promise you the family who loves the loved ones would exchange the money for the human being. But, at least $12 million was paid out for this, and it's a good amount to take care of that family.